Time to tea dance.
I've been a really bad boy.
Come get your cup of TRU tea as we spill it one cup at a time. All right, it's an incredible week right back here at D-Town, and we're spilling the tea one cup at a time. Wow, what a week! What a week! I mean, you're finally out of the news.
I know, it feels so good. I feel like I need to do something scandalous.
Absolutely. I'm Tyler, host of this great show, TRU Tea, bringing it here each and every week live. And I have my co-host sitting in again.
JC Ray.
All right. And we've got our friend from Tampa Bay Gay.
Hey everybody, Dave Borman with Tampa Bay Gay. Thanks for having me back again.
And wait a minute, you look a little different. Do I know you?
We have Miss Nikki Silva living her James St. James fantasy darling.
Ah, and I think, weren't you on the show last week, or was that someone else?
That was her twin, her brother. She's a twin brother. That was my twin.
Oh, that's your twin. So, what's your name again?
Nikki Silva.
Nikki Silva. And you do something here at this great place that we're at each and every week, right?
Yes, I am the active show director here at D-Town Bar and Grill, located at 1056 Main Street, Dunedin, Florida.
Absolutely. You got to come check this place out. Not only do you have entertainment, but you have some food here as well, right?
Yes, some delicious food, honey.
And cocktails.
Special cocktails designed for every night.
And maybe a circus act?
Maybe. You know,
Since you're the ring
we got some clowns up in here every now and then, you know.
I know myself some clowns. You know that.
Absolutely. So everybody's been waiting for this big announcement. Did you get a puppy?
Well, actually,
I totally stole it.
well, you know, now that I don't have anything to do and I'm not in the headlines, yes. I had a Maltese for 12 years at Gucci, who was actually a love and such a sweetheart. And he passed away a couple months ago from congestive heart failure. So it really broke my heart. And I've been lost a little bit. I think that's probably why I've been a little crazy. I don't know, but that's just a given. But no, yes, I will be adopting a new little four-legged fur baby, and I'm going to be a mommy again.
A mommy again. Wow, that's incredible. And you know something about being a mommy, don't you? Any animals?
No, but I have 5 drag children.
Okay, fine.
Those are animals within their own right, right?
Yes. Considering I share one child with, okay, let me rephrase that. Considering I may or may not share a drag child with a winner of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're not going to name drop now, would we? Because is that socially acceptable these days?
I know.
God forbid.
Yeah, you'll be back in the headlines like
Bitch, you must have me confused for Miss Willem Belli.
Oh, that's what she said.
Absolutely. So, Dave, what's going on? What's in the headlines this week, buddy?
Well, there's a lot. I know we talked about it last week, but to catch people up on what you might have missed, there's 2 big events happening here in Tampa that are for September. So the first one is the launch party for the Tampa International Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. This is at the Straz Center on the waterfront. Tickets are on sale. It includes 1 free drink, light bites, and they will have a cash bar as well. It'll be your first opportunity to check out some of the trailers for the show, for the movies that are going to be filmed or showing during the film festival. And you can also do the film festival at home because everything's going to be digital. So that will be really be nice. We also have Pride on the River, which is Tampa Pride's big event. And it includes a boat festival, brunch, boat parade, and also fireworks as well. So that should be a really nice event. I believe most of it is available for free to the community, and their VIP tickets are available if you want to purchase
And to
those.
conclude on that, I actually have spent some time speaking to Carrie about some questions I had about Pride and about the upcoming events. So let's run that clip. All right, I have my friend Carrie from Tampa Pride on the phone with us. You're over at the Rainbow House. So tell me a little bit about what's happening. Speaking about Rainbow, I hear there's something coming up here shortly.
Yeah, we're having the inaugural Tampa Pride Diversity Boat Parade coming up September 18th.
Now, what exactly is the boat parade? What is that?
Well, the downtown partnership and some of the businesses downtown wanted to do something with Tampa Pride, doing something downtown. So we started and planned 2 years ago to do a boat parade, diversity boat parade downtown. And we have quite a few businesses all involved. And that starts out there with going to have it at the Marriott, starting with a drag brunch at the Marriott downtown Waterside. And we've had a lot of businesses involved. Winn-Dixie is our sponsor, and they are going to be helping promote and making sure that things get kicked off right. Just an array of full things up and down the river on the Riverwalk.
Thanks, Carrie. All right, so Labor Day, it's coming.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. It's so
Yeah,
excited.
it's here,
Yeah.
the labor of my fruit and my loins, Sonny. Woo.
Everybody will be off tomorrow and hopefully hitting the beach or doing something.
I can tell you right now that, I think I've worked so hard that's why I have this weekend off. Thank you so much, Tampa Bay. I love you.
So what will you be doing this Labor Day weekend?
Well, normally, if I was back home in New York, I would be working with News Channel 6 in Schenectady, New York, working for the MDA Telethon. But now that I live in Florida, absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay.
I will just be laying in bed, watching, some Disney movies,
No, she's
just
not.
chilling.
She's not going to be laying in bed. I have a closet that needs to be organized. I'm going to put her to work.
And speaking about closets,
Yes, actually, speaking of closet, there's an event called Closet Ball 2022 coming up.
Yeah.
And that is October 10th. And that's at Hamburger Mary's in Clearwater. Raquel Blue, also known as Robert Rigsby, is the host or the producer of the event. And this year he just told me actually that Addison Taylor will be the host for this week's.
She's great.
Yeah, for this. Yeah, and she is a national comedy queen. Absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't seen her, you can go back and see some of the stuff she did with Daphne's
and Robert
show.
will be performing also, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. He hosts a show, produces a show. So
Yeah,
you see.
I think
him.
he's been on our show like 5 or
Is
6
it
times.
now? Is Addison Taylor is going to be the host? Or is I heard or I thought I saw something where Anita Waistline was coming back.
Right.
Yes.
Right?
So Anita Waistline apparently has to work that evening.
Oh.
And yeah, so that I don't know if even he broke the news, but he just told me that Addison Taylor will be hosting this year. So hopefully that's good news for Anita. That means she's working and keeping busy, and hopefully everybody will be working and keeping busy.
Let me just say, Addison, make sure there's extra score sheets.
So when is your next pageant? What are you going to be doing around town?
Well, geez, I haven't competed in a pageant in Florida in about 2 years. The last one I competed for was Miss G. St. Pete, and Miss Camden T. Rage whooped my ass.
Oh, wow.
By 5 points. But anyway,
Did you compete ever in New York?
Yeah.
Were you an entertainer there in New York?
Yes.
She's under a non-disclosure for this.
Yeah. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, that kind of situation. But I'm definitely considering competing for Simply the Best next year.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
And what about you? Any pageants coming up for you?
Oh, no,
You're
honey,
not really a pageant queen, are you?
No, honey, I am the queen. Anyways, no. I actually, it's been said, it's been talked about, it's been dragged, it's in the past now, and I'm okay with everything, and I'm happy that
But
everybody's
have
happy.
you ever been? Did you ever go and do all the
Yeah.
pageants and all
Yeah,
that stuff?
Miss Gay Maine, 2001 was it? I think, and then I did Liberty Continental. I actually won the first and only, and I still, technically am Miss Florida Trans Proud, but I actually relinquished that title due to a difference in the way that it was represented. So, I am a queen, but doesn't need a crown to tell me that I'm fabulous.
All right. Well, listen, if anybody can tell you yourself, then you can't tell it then.
Right.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got a big announcement. So stay right there. We'll be right back after this message.
Oh my God, Becky, look at that crust.
Using only the finest of ingredients, providing the best fresh pizza, pasta, and sauce and more. Find out why everyone's talking about Due Amici. 1724 East 7th Avenue, Tampa. Welcome back. All right. We also have to give a shout out to Grandma Pearl. She'll be back with us at the table next week. Evidently, she's had a long trip. You know how Grandma is.
You know, she called me a couple times while she's been away, and I heard she's got some goodies for the grandchildren that she loves, and I think I'm one of them. So I can't wait for her to come back.
All right. Now's the time. We got to talk about that big reveal. I think there's some big news coming up.
Yes. The children are ready. So,
Spill the tea, girl.
well,
Spill the tea.
as you know, we'll be reopening here at D-Town this week, starting September 12th from 2 to 5. We have a very brand new drag bingo hosted by myself and Miss Lex Delamere. That will be every other Sunday. So come on down, check us out. Fridays in October will be our Fierce Dance Nights, and we may or may not have some shows going on with that, but more on that later. But most importantly, we will be doing a ladies' night twice a month, starting at the end of September, I believe, for our lovely lesbian community, because, honey, the boys have had enough attention. It's time for the girls. Okay. And I guess, are you ready for this, girl? Are you ready for me to say it?
I suppose we should let the cat out of the bag. It's been 2 weeks and nobody's had anything to talk about.
Speaking of cat, meow meow.
I love Pussy Galore. She's so good.
So one Friday a month, Miss JC will be joining us here as part of the team as a show host. So yes, and she is in full control, honey. I don't care what she does. She, all her.
Wow, well, that wasn't a big enough break for you.
Well, you know, I mean,
you
it
can't
don't,
sit still very long.
I just needed the Botox and fillers to set in, and I'm back on stage.
My God, you cannot sit still long.
But I mean,
ever.
in all seriousness, I want to say thank you, one, to Nikki Silva. I appreciate this immensely, and to D-Town and the city of Dunedin, and to all of the people out there that have supported me over the time that I've been here in Florida. I have not forgot you. I know who you are, and I appreciate you, and we're going to have another amazing JC Glamorous Friday.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Let's talk about what we got coming up with some of the other events.
So, as many of you know, Halloween is right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm always a little bit excited, starting like June, but
It's like the Devil's Day.
well,
Honey, that's a
it's like
drag
the
queen's
best
Christmas.
I was like, it's like the best day for me. I absolutely love it. I'm not a drag queen, but I absolutely love it. So every year, Tampa Bay Gay gets to visit some of the hot spots and great spots for Halloween. So this year on the agenda is Halloween Horror Nights, which is happening over at Universal Studios. That runs from September 3rd through October 31st. You can purchase tickets online. I'm pretty sure they have some safety protocols, so if you're not sure about what's going on with COVID, please check onto the website and check and make sure first.
And if you're about Orlando, let's talk a little bit more about Parliament House.
All right, so here we go. So officially,
But wait a minute, before you go there, I have to do a little teaser. Parliament House, this guy right here, you broke the story on your website about Parliament House closing, and all these people really came for you, which JC might know something about, people coming for her. So people came for him and was like, oh, that's not true, that's not true. Talk a little bit about that real briefly.
well, I'd seen that the information was out there about Parliament House, and I thought it was. I almost felt like they were being gaslighted into, or at least what they were presenting to the public was that they were going to be open and stay open and stay open, and it was not happening as happened before. And the documents with the court records just proved that not to be right. And that's when I went online and I published those documents, which are open public record. And I said, unfortunately, we really need to rally around these people, these employees, and this business and show support for them because it's coming to an end. And unfortunately, I was told that I produced fake documents, that I was a liar, that I was not supportive of the Parliament House. I had hundreds and hundreds of nasty emails. I had a few people make threats against me. Just not a very loving community support that I thought actually it would be. And then
That was JC that did that.
right.
Let's start the new rumor.
I can't do anything these days.
In all honesty, like I know a little something about that because it's absolutely amazing how true colors really come out within our community when they see or hear something they don't like.
Well, I think
And
also
it's
the
sad.
problem that happens is that we live in a society where instant gratification also is coinciding with diarrhea of the mouth. So they see something, they hear something, and they react and they speak
Well,
on
have
it.
you ever noticed negative comments are always more than the positive?
Right. And then, you know, when the truth does come out and it's right there in front of them, it's funny how they all scatter like cockroaches because they don't want to make themselves look bad. And they feel like, oh my, what if I do this now? And a lot of people, especially in the entertainment world, I know it's all about those bookings, and nobody wants to be attached to something that's going to be scandalous when it is scandalous. They'll build you up to fall, but they ain't going to be there to catch you. So, Dave, I have a lot of respect for you just because of my own experiences. And the truth is the truth. It always comes out. No matter what, the truth will come out, and you can hide it as long as you want. But guess what? You're the one who has to sleep with it at night.
And I remember somebody from Tampa posted when there was like a little thing that was put out there about Apartment House reopening. I saw somebody else put a little shade out there about that opening. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know, but I will tell you that there is some good news for all of us Parliament House fans. They have officially announced that they will be opening the Parliament House on South Orange Avenue in Orlando. If you're really interested, they do have some pictures posted on some pre-construction where they're knocking down some walls for the dance floor. They're going to have a theater, a restaurant, a main bar, dance bar, and as well as additional bars as well.
Will there be like a hotel part of it? Is it going to be essentially like the old Parliament?
I think that's mainly the shade that's been being brought is the fact that Parliament House really hasn't announced that they're going to be doing a hotel this time around. And I think that's the main part that a lot of the community really misses. But in all honesty, do we?
I liked the, what was it about the bingo from at night, gay bingo? Gay bingo. I mean,
Curtains open, you were getting laid. Point blank, period.
I was never really a good bingo player, but
Except for balcony bingo.
well, not even balcony bingo. I mean,
Let's leave that in the dust.
you know, it's like the old saying goes: everybody thinks that Dolly Parton is beautiful, but nobody wants to sleep with her. So I know that feeling.
Oh my God. Speaking about Orlando, let's turn the page and talk a little bit about my experience in Orlando, which I spoke a little bit about last week, the red carpet event that I attended, and we're going to show you a little teaser about my visit to Orlando. Go ahead, roll that clip. Today, we're checking out the Florida Festivals and Events Association and finding out exactly what happens here. So, I'm going to say what? Let's go in and take that gander. Come on.
Orlando, how you guys feeling tonight? I'm excited to be here.
Welcome back. All right, so as you saw, Orlando has a lot usually going on. During the pandemic, as I talked about last week on the show, it was really dead. But at the hotel I was at when they were doing the trade shows, we just showed, that was really, really a cool experience to see and know that there actually is something for the people that are in the entertainment business to sell it to management and to other fairs and festivals that are up and coming. During the pandemic, there's been so many shutdowns, so it's been kind of exciting to find out that we've got something to look forward to. And speaking about looking forward to, we look forward to you being on our show. So you can come and be a part of our show. You can watch it or you can just be on it, right?
Be on it, right? Be on it. You can't be off it. Be on it.
That's the end of the segment. And thank you so much for coming out and you're invited to come on anytime.
Thank you so much for having
Yes,
me.
absolutely. That's the end of a segment. We'll see everybody again next week when we're spilling the tea.
One cup at a time.
This has been an Out and About media production and association with Tampa Bay's #1 gay website and business directory, TampaBayGay.com.